Welcome back to Lucha Libre Mechanic Productions. Yeehaw! Cowboy edition, of course. Right now, we're going to get started on another mechanic tip, unmasked. We're going to be changing out the PCV valve, that's a positive crankcase ventilation valve, on a 2014 to 2019 Toyota Highlander with the V6. Remember to like and subscribe. Come on in. Let's get started. This cover here, no tools required. Grab from the sides, ensure your engine's fairly cool so you won't burn yourself. Pull on up. And you'll see these holes here fall in place to these prongs right here. That's what keeps it in place. PVC valve is right here to your right hand side. If you're in front of the vehicle, you can either A, use your fingers to pinch this clip here and pull on back. But if that's not working for you, just grab some pliers, do the same thing. What you're gonna need is a 1/2 inch drive ratchet and a 22 millimeter socket, and that's it. If you don't have one available, you can potentially use some pliers or a crescent wrench to remove it. Just be careful with it. It is plastic. You remove it just like this. These, on average, are torqued down 10 to 15 foot-pounds. Yet the reality is, as long as you just snug it in there, you'll be fine. Again, it is plastic, so you don't want to over tighten it because you will cause damage. On the PVC valve, you want to change every 20 to 50,000 miles. And the reason why that is it's a very important piece of your engine. It helps ensure that the pressure is adequate for the engine itself, specifically the crankcase. Now, when these go bad, you really won't know unless you feel hissing, or maybe you're using excessive oil, or you have an oil leak because of excess pressure on the seals and gaskets. And maybe your MPGs have dropped. Maybe you got to check engine light. But these are relatively easy to change out, and they only cost about anywhere from $6 to $25. This one here cost me $9, and it's from Toyota. Part number 12204-0P020. I'll put it on the screen as well. Yeah, this is it. Now, what you want to do is inspect it and make sure there's no additional damage. It ought to be rattling. If it's rattling, it's a good sign. I change mine every 10,000 miles because it's a very inexpensive piece and I don't want to risk any damage to my engine. So in this case, we'll just go ahead and get this out of the package. And what I like to do is get the old one. You'll see some oil on here. Just grab some of that oil. You can grab a new oil as well. And just rub it on the seal. Adds a little bit of protection, a little bit of lubrication. And just go ahead and place it back in. Again, it is plastic. Be very careful not to over tighten it. If you hear that in the background, that's our rooster. His name is Dingus. He's a nice rooster. I'll have him on the show here pretty soon. We'll tighten this back down. If you don't have a socket set, a drive ratchet set, and you want to get one, Home Depot has some great ones, and so does Walmart. So be aware of that. You can purchase them pretty cheaply now these days. There we go. So I did not crank down very hard. I'm going to put this hose back in, lift this clip up, make sure it's in there. I'm just going to tug on it just a little bit to make sure it's secured. That's good to go. While I'm here, I'm just going to inspect to make sure nothing else is wrong with anything, any seepage, any leaking. Everything seems to be pretty good. So I'll just grab this cover. I like to use the cutout around the oil fill port as a guide. We'll push down, you hear some popping, there you go. And we are all set with that. And that's all we got, partners. Another mechanic tip unmasked. Yeehaw!